Alright, so this is Pops driving the Tesla for the first time.
Where's the start? Where's the key? Where's the shifter?
You done with the jokes? You good?
I'm good.
Okay.
Okay.
So left scroll wheel, okay?
Yeah.
You're going to scroll up and down to push up and down.
Okay.
And then push it left or right, like this. Or left or right, and that'll go in and out.
Okay.
Okay.
What does this one do?
That one does nothing right now.
Okay.
Okay. Is that where you want it?
Yes.
Okay. Now the mirrors. They good?
Mirrors are...
So this is just going to the left one right now. No. So
Okay.
only the left scroll wheel.
The left I'm okay with.
Okay.
The right?
Okay. Good.
Good.
Rear view mirror. Good.
No, rear view mirror is not
No,
good.
that's a hand. That's a manual.
Can't believe it.
Sorry, this is only a standard
All right.
bus.
We're good.
All right. Now,
Time to-
just to give you the rundown here, okay?
Yes.
So all your driving stuff's going to be here,
Mm-hmm.
okay? Shifter is normal, like on your left. Your turn signal is normal on your left.
Okay.
Okay. This, if you push all the way down, puts you into drive. Up, puts you into reverse. Park is this way. I don't think you'll need to do. Yeah, that'll put you into neutral. Okay. So if you put your foot on the brake.
My foot is on the brake.
Okay. If you shift all the way down, it's in drive. Up is reverse, and then that is park. Okay. When we'll plug in to go home. Should take us on the highway. Okay, perfect. And then when you get onto the highway, if you want to do the cruise control, it's one push all the way down. Autopilot is 2 successions.
Gotcha.
2 clicks down. All right.
All right.
Take off.
Time to go.
I'm curious to see now, because you're probably not used to driving with the regenerative braking. There you go. Give it a little test and see how it.
Okay. This is a good place to. This is a good place
Yeah.
to test it. Wow, this car comes to a complete stop.
Oh yeah. And then when you come to a stop, it'll also put the parking hold on, so you don't have to keep your foot on the brake when you stop. There you go.
Not bad. I like it. I like it. All right. We need to find an open road so we can really test the.
Odd sitting in this passenger seat. It's only the second time I've ever done that.
It's very odd not hitting the brake pedal to stop.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Well,
Okay.
and here comes the test.
Give some gas.
Oh yeah, that's some good stuff right there.
Right away.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So curious to see, at 50 miles an hour, I let off the gas, no brake. There's nobody behind us, so we're good there.
Okay.
It's pretty cool. It comes to almost complete stop
it'll-
in a very
it'll go all the way.
reasonable distance.
Yeah, the faster you're going, the slower it initially slows down, but as you get to slower speeds, it pulls a lot more back and will then slow you down more.
Yeah, so you really have to adjust your way of driving because
So now watch. I want you to let off the brake, the gas, accelerator, and then you can kind of just lightly push it, and you'll see you'll just gently roll enough to get you to the light, and then you can let off.
So
And now stop.
Interesting.
Now you don't have to keep your foot on the brake.
My foot is
and now you'll
hovering.
see here the parking hold is on, so you
Yeah.
don't have to.
Now, if the parking hole was not on, would it creep forward?
No, you'd have to go into the settings and actually change it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's interesting because you really have to adjust the way you drive compared to a fossil fuel engine car.
Correct.
Because that will come to a smooth roll and continue.
Correct. Exactly.
Whereas this one,
When I get into
you have to
Alyssa's car and
adjust.
start driving,
Yeah.
I almost forget that I actually have to use the brake, and when the car keeps on rolling, I don't feel that pullback with the regenerative braking.
Yeah.
That's when I realize I'm like, oh right.
Yeah, you have to adjust your way of driving because it will slow down faster
Right.
than it would.
Exactly.
Interesting. It's a different dynamic to get used to.
Mm-hmm. For sure.
I like it.
You usually gotten one?
You never know. Tesla.
I think right now you could probably get a.
Tesla, get up to a 500-mile range, and we might be talking. We might be talking turkey. Yeah, I mean, realistically, you can drive without. I have not touched the brake pedal yet.
There you go.
And I'm still not. And we are now stopped at a light.
One pedal driving for you.
It's good and it's bad because you forget that you need to use the brake pedal in certain places where cars may stop abruptly in front of you.
Right.
So you really do have an adjustment period of driving.
Yeah.
But it's definitely smooth and definitely a different experience driving.
When we test drove it, I remember the first couple of things that Alyssa and I both said to each other were how comfortable the seats were.
It's very comfortable. It really is.
Yeah.
You know, the touch surfaces are definitely nice. I like the suede, inserts. It's really a well-made car. It's a little difficult to get used to a vehicle that doesn't have
Something
speedometer, an oil gauge, an electric, all the creature comforts you have in a normal. This one's got a million more creature comforts.
Yeah.
But it's just all combined into one.
It's a one, right. This is definitely the furthest that anybody has driven this car other than myself.
Well, we're going to do a little highway driving.
Get into some autopilot. There you go.
Autopilot. We're getting one south?
Yeah, right here. It's like a weird sharp turn up over here, too. That's also adjustable too. You can make it more of a smoother feel if you wanted it to be that way too.
Yeah, no, I like it. It's just a sporty.
Like my profile is more sporty with the regenerative braking. Alyssa's, even though she doesn't drive very much, really she's only driven it once, but her profile has it's much smoother. Yeah.
Yeah.
That is one of the things that's very surprising to me. I agree.
It's one thing off the line, but it's just amazingly instant. From 65 miles an hour to 75, it was a split second.
Yeah, exactly. Very quick.
I'm very impressed. I like this car very much more than I thought I even would. It's definitely a different experience.
It's a very comfortable drive. That's what I happen to like.
It is. It really is. We got a while before we get off, right?
Yeah, we got a couple miles.
Yeah,
so now once you're in the lane here,
80 miles an hour in just like a second.
Feels like nothing.
From 70.
Yep.
No delay whatsoever.
Yep. So if you wanted to put it into autopilot, you just double tap on that stalk all the way down. Yeah, down.
This one?
Yep.
Yeah.
Down.
See? Double tap?
Double tap down. All right. And now you're in. So what you're seeing is the 77 with the blue circle on it.
Yeah.
That's telling you that's the cruise control speed it's going to keep the car at. And the blue circle around the steering wheel shows that it's actually an autopilot. And now about every 30 seconds or so, you're going to have to either lightly just kind of shake the steering wheel just a little bit, or you have to use the scroll wheels up or down. So, but if you use, just lightly shake. A little more. A little more. I don't know why it's not reading it. There you go. See?
So I don't need to keep my foot on the accelerator at this point.
No, your foot can be off the accelerator completely.
Okay, and it kept it at the speed that I was at when I double tapped?
Correct.
Okay.
Yep. It's adjusted a little bit because when it senses the truck next to us, it'll come down just a little bit, but it should pick back up.
And do you have it adjusted to keep a certain distance from the car ahead of us?
So the right scroll wheel, if you go up or down, will adjust the actual speed.
Yeah.
If you go left or right and push it, and no, not like that. That's the voice. Yeah. So like you would push it left or right. Yeah. If you do this, watch, left or right.
Yeah.
Okay. It'll adjust. That's why I was keeping it so far.
Oh, okay.
I typically keep it at like a 3 or 4.
Yeah.
And that usually keeps
I'm
it at.
comfortable with this this distance.
All right, so that, leave it about 4. It should be good.
So this is reading the road and keeping us in the lane.
Yep. So the blue lanes here also shows that it's in autopilot, and then it's going to maintain that lane.
Yeah. So pretty amazing, keeping us in just centered, nicely centered in the lane.
Yep.
And I'm not touching the steering wheel, nor am I on the accelerator, which
Nope. Yep. That's it. It's as simple as just kind of giving it that little shake. Now, when I did that trip up to South Carolina,
yeah.
instead of even really shaking it, I kind of just flicked up and down.
Yeah.
And then kept it at a good speed. And
okay, so question:
about it.
How do I take over instantly?
So if you were to give the steering wheel enough force, left or right, it would kick out.
Oh,
It would kick off the autopilot.
Okay. What about tapping the brake?
If you tap the brake, same thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Tapping the brake would be similar to shutting off speed control.
Cruise
on
control, right?
Car, yeah.
So also, if you were to push up on the steering wheel, like if you were going to go into reverse, it would also disengage it. The only thing that you could also do too, where it'll keep the cruise control, is if you put a turn signal on, like if you wanted to switch lanes, it'll keep the cruise control speed, but take you out of autopilot. Because this car doesn't have the full self-driving, which has the auto lane change.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it would do it itself.
So what's the easiest way to take it out of autopilot right now?
Probably just put the stalk up. Just kick that up. Yeah.
Just up?
Yeah, all the way up. There you go. And now you take over. And now you can go ahead and get. There you go. That's it. So I'm curious, what are your thoughts compared to what you originally thought it would be like?
Take exit 6 on the right onto Florida 817, University
You changed it.
Drive.
Yeah, it's alright.
So my thoughts are, I like it more than I thought I would like it. And that was within 3 to 4
Take exit
minutes
6 on the right.
of driving the vehicle. The regenerative braking takes a little bit getting used to, but I feel like it doesn't require a lot of getting used to.
Yeah.
So it's just a matter of judging when to take your foot off the accelerator.
That's where the practice comes in.
Yeah, so that, I believe, comes with driving the vehicle, and you start to get the perception of when you're gonna, how long it's gonna take to slow you down to get close enough to traffic. I could let my foot off the accelerator now, and we'll slow down a quarter mile before the light.
Right.
So, yeah, so that takes a little bit of getting adjusted to, but
In
I feel like it wouldn't take very
turn
long.
right onto South University Drive.
I actually like the regenerative braking. I don't even feel like I need to move my foot off the accelerator now.
No.
I'm just hovering over it, and I'll creep up close enough to traffic like I normally would, but now my foot would be on the brake. And it's not.
You don't have to sit there like that, right?
Yeah, just so smooth. Everything, even moving from a start.
And the cool thing is when you take your foot off the accelerator and the regenerative braking kicks in, is if you see here, it shows on the car when the brake lights are on. You see? Let off.
Yeah.
You'll see it. Kicks them on.
Yeah.
Little things they thought of that.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool.
It's really very well thought out. Yes, I can see why you love this car. It's fun to drive. It's definitely different.
You get to your left. You can go left over here. A little bit easier.
One thing that stands out is just how smooth it is, because
right here.
you don't feel a transmission changing gears like you normally would in a car. nailed that one.
There you go. You got used to that pretty quickly.
Yeah, I think so.
Make a left. Right.
One last chance to.
Yeah, let's like give it some gas then.
One last chance to nail it.
There you
Yep.
go. And then at the stop sign, you can make a right.